very warm welcome to my first video on this channel that I do not yet have a name for, but that is a work in progress. But allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zach, and I have wanted to do this for quite a while. Start an ASMR channel. As you'll be able to tell from the video title, I've watched ASMR avidly for 8 to 9 years now, and I've always loved ASMR. I've always loved YouTube, but I've never really thought to put the two together until I sort of found some inspiration, which I'll get into in a later video, which sounds crazy to say because this is only my first video. But I've got some big plans, but there's a few things I wanted to talk about in this first video to sort of give an introduction to the channel and to myself, and so let me introduce some visual something or other to get the ball rolling, shall we? So, I'm from Australia, and Aldi is like a German grocery store chain that is like a competitor to the main two that we have here in Australia, but this is irrelevant for the time being. I'm just having this down as a backing so that when I write on paper with a Sharpie, like a permanent marker, it doesn't mark the lovely wooden desk I have here. So, as I said at the start of this video, my name is Zach, and that is spelt Z. I like to draw my Z's with the little line through the diagonal line there. I'm not sure if that has a particular name, that'll be cool to find out, but it's just to be a little bit fancy. C and H. So my name is just Zach, and it's spelled with a H, not Z-A-C, not Z-A-C-K. It's Zach, and not Zachary. My name is just Zach. And I have here my trusty but not yet rusty. I have my trusty but not yet rusty left-handed scissors. I'm a lefty, and cutting things, cutting paper, anything that involves cutting with scissors can be quite a laborious and painful process for us lefties, but these scissors make it all the while much better because the blade is put the left blade over the right blade, so that when the natural cutting motion that you make with your fingers, when you do that, your hand pulls the blades together by the left one being over the right one, compared to if these were right-handed scissors, which majority of scissors are, the right blade would be over the left blade, and so when you use them in your right hand, they pull the blades together to allow you to make that cut. Whereas if you used right-handed scissors in your left hand, then that motion would pull the blades apart, and that's when you'd get like the paper just folding in between the blades and not making a clean cut. So I'm glad I have these, but they're not very big, but I haven't really found any big. Hello, sorry, noises around me, and someone in another room was using the water, and the pipes run just outside this room, so very loudly through the through the earphones, and therefore through the video. If I don't cut this out, will be a very not even pleasant, just water flowing sound. So I have a lot of creases to iron out, but that's all part of the process. That's what I'm all about. So anyway, as I was saying, very grateful to have these scissors. Just they're not the biggest, but they get the job done. It's alright. Zach is my name. Now I'm going to talk about some of the reasons why I wanted to start this ASMR channel and what it means to me. So like I said, I've been watching for 8 years. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be. I can't really say that well. Let me put that up there. It is a little pair of eyes, and the numbers go up from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, getting incrementally larger to show 8 years. I had a rough plan coming into this video, but that was just spontaneous. But like I said, ironing some creases out, so obviously that isn't that visible. So I'll need to make sure I write things bigger. But let's cut this bad boy out. Oh, I have my very lovely touch lamp, by the way. Let me talk about this real quick. Going on a bit of a tangent, that could be indicative of something which you'll get depending on what my channel name is, but this touch lamp I actually got for free because I found it on the side of the road. I was riding my bike home one day, and I was riding my bicycle on the footpath, and someone had this out the front of their house to go in the rubbish, and I had seen these before, and they're really cool because it's a touch lamp and it's old and it's vintage. I love old vintage things, and I was like, no way, that's going in the trash. Like, let me see if it works. So I picked it up and I took it home and plugged it in, and it worked. So I was like, it's mine now. Normally this is in my bedroom though. I have another lamp in here on my desk, but it is currently broken, and I reckon I can fix it, but I haven't done that yet, so I wasn't going to wait. So maybe me fixing that lamp could be another potential video idea. Watch this space, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, hello. Everyone say hello to my touch lamp. Hello. It's very beautiful. But nice and clean there at the top. Definitely not going to piss anyone off. So, I've been watching and listening to ASMR avidly for 8+ years. And my name's Zach, just in case you forgot. Now, look at that. Look how straight I cut that. Yeah, look at that's perfect. That's perfect there. That little. So, I wanted to start this channel for a variety of reasons. so many different things. I'm not sure if that makes sense. But I'm trying to be more creative, and YouTube is pretty cool, and ASMR is pretty cool, and I never thought I could make an ASMR channel like this. Again, I want to talk about my influences and whatnot, but in another video. I want to be more creative, and I really like the format of ASMR like this, where you can sort of just talk about anything, and it's so versatile like that, because the ASMR community is so wide and far-stretching that you can sort of do anything, and if you're making it relaxing, then like anyone could enjoy it. And so I like the idea that I can just sort of talk and ramble about stuff that I'm passionate about and try different things, and it's like, this could be cool, but it's not really about like to try and get views or anything. It's just I really love YouTube, and I really love the idea of making things and making videos and being creative through a visual medium, and even audio through an audible medium as well. And so this seems to be the perfect sort of cross section between everything. So I'm trying to be a bit more creative. So this Sharpie smells so good. I need to try and fix this paper up. I've cut it real bad, and I'm just gonna make it worse. This is tragic. So creativity, I want to expand my creativity, and a part of that is I want to be better at, I have really messy handwriting when I'm not trying to make it neat, and I'm terrible with things like drawing or cutting, and I want to set myself a challenge to sort of improve on those things. And if I'm doing it with more of an intention of like, oh, it's to make videos, then that could be cool. I think so. Yes. Now, let's get that. To improve and to learn. Well, improving is a part of learning. So I'll say. That was a little bit loud. Just a little bit loud. So, creativity to learn. Now, the next reason for this channel is a big one for me at the moment, and has been for the past few years, and I see it being a big one for me probably for the rest of my life, but it is a little thing called mindfulness. Mindfulness. And I love that word, mindfulness, because this end is getting a little bit ratted, so I'll do a little switcheroo. this one gets a big. I hope I don't do the thing where like you start spelling the words really, like the letters really big, and then you run out of space, and then that bit is like really big and bold, and how, like punchy and how you want it to look, and then it squishes off and gets tiny, which is, I'm very guilty for that. But this is all part of the creativity and learning and getting better and improving, you know. So mindfulness. Spelled M-I-N-D-F-U-L. Mindfulness. I'm getting smaller and I'm not even meaning to. Like, I have the space. Why am I doing this? Mindfulness, yeah. Mindfulness is beautiful. It helps you to calm your mind. It helps you to appreciate things more, appreciate the beauty in the world around you, look for more positivity around you, be at peace with your surroundings, and just have an all-round better mindset and approach to your life in general, the day-to-day situations that you encounter. And I think it helps you help other people around you by being a better source of positivity. I get mindfulness isn't being positive inherently, but for me, I feel like being mindful makes me more positive, and I really love mindfulness. And like, picture this whole setup, like taking time in my day to talk about things that are of an innate interest to myself in a very cozy manner, with the thought that this will maybe help someone else relax and find that sort of time to slow down in the day and just take it easy, you know. Mindfulness. That's a big one. So I made it big because it's a big one. This is probably, I care about that more than that, but it's all part of the pie, you know. You can't have, if I didn't have one, I wouldn't have the other. That's why I'm here right now. So mindfulness and creativity and everything else has still to come as well. But I digress. Let's cut this bad boy out. Shows up well, but their faces are quite dotted from all the Sharpie going through the paper and landing on there. I'm sure they'll be very mindful with that, but yeah, better them than that, but I'll slide that away where you can't see it. Mindfulness. This kind of looks like if I rearrange this. It almost looks like it's telling a narrative of it has taken Zach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years of creativity to learn mindfulness. So, I want to be more creative. I want to learn and improve on certain skills and just things in general. I want an outlet of mindfulness. This is all for the mindfulness. And part of that mindfulness, a very mindful thing to do is to keep a journal where you write things down and talk about your thoughts and process things. And I do a bit of that. I should probably do more, but I feel like a great way to decompress is through journaling. And I'm kind of trying to do that with this, where this is a form of video journaling almost, not to the extent of being like talking about like super personal things, but an outlet to be creative, but also just to talk about everyday life things. Like, I'm not probably going to be doing videos of like trigger assortments or anything like that. This is very much going to be a spoken based rambling type of channel where I just chit chat about things that are relevant and topical to myself and the world around me, I guess, in my own sort of bubble. And it's just an added additional plus that I get to then put it online and feel like it's more of like a thing. And if someone else can benefit from it as well by being able to be a bit more relaxed and calmed by these videos, then that is just even better. But yeah, inherently, this video is going to be sort of like a journal. A journal. I just realised as I've been writing this the whole time, you wouldn't have been able to see the word as I'm writing, because if I was right-handed, I'd draw the J, for example, and then I move across to the right, and then that would be revealed as I do the next one. But being a left-hander, I'm just covering it the whole time, unless I wrote from the right to the left. But we live in a society. I was actually reading on Wikipedia a little while ago, maybe a few weeks or months ago, about like bias in society against left-handed people. We're very marginalised. No, that is a joke. But in some cultures, I think, I don't know this as a fact, I read it very loosely a little while ago, but in some cultures they had a higher occurrences of people being left-handed, or people that were left-handed were held in higher regard, or there were some like leaders or important, significant people who were left-handed. And so in a few like ancient languages, I think they wrote from right to left because it favoured how a left-hander would naturally write. Obviously I naturally write left to right because that's what like society has instilled in me, but yeah, I also think in, again, don't quote me, Arabic or a language from around that sort of geographical area, right's right to left as well, but I'm not sure the reasoning for that, and I wouldn't think it's necessarily associated with being left-handed because only like 10% of the population is left-handed. But yes, I digress. That's going to be a fun word, I digress. You'll probably hear that a lot. Journal. I was going to write journaling, but I'm trying to think now, is it 2 L's or 1 L, and I don't want to. The fact that I'm saying this now is embarrassing, but I don't want to then misspell it, and that's even more embarrassing. So you're going to get journaling, but it's just going to be journal, because that's what this is. It's a journal. The process is journaling, but this is going to be a journal. well with cutting goes, this won't be in every video. Like, I'm trying to get better, but like if I'm being absolutely terrible at it, I wouldn't wanna put that on you. You know, I wouldn't want to make you suffer too much. Oh my god, you know when you cut with the paper and then the scissors glide? Oh. Just trying to cut it super neatly. Try and win back some points. Journal. I wrote a list of things to talk about, and it's just off screen there to the left, and I'm trying to read back what I said because I wrote it late night one night a few nights ago, and I sort of just typed some stuff down and I didn't really have much structure to it, and then I didn't revise it before I made this video, so I'm kind of like reading back through very broken English, like what was I trying to say here? But yes, in addition to the mindfulness and journal and creativity sort of vibe I've got going on, this is kind of, maybe I'd classify it as a hobby as well, because I get to talk about things that I'm passionate about, and I guess a hobby is something that you're passionate about, but I'm just talking about individual things that I'm passionate about, like things that I can appreciate in life and just something cool I might learn. But then I guess the process of talking about things you're passionate about makes it cumulatively this little pot of passion, which I guess every time I interact with that, that's akin to what a hobby is, I guess. So I wasn't gonna write it, but I'll write it. I'll write it. Alright. Twist my arm, I'll write it. 10 was a good time to write hobby. As I was saying, after this I'm googling how to cut properly, because I swear I never mastered it properly when I was in kindergarten or pre-primary or like primary school or anything like that. I also just learned that my camera automatically stops recording after half an hour, so that's fun. I'll need to keep an eye on that, or keep that in mind, or try and find a setting where I can disable that. So it's a hobby. So I like the idea of having an outlet for creativity in a medium that can really double down as many other things, such as mindfulness and a hobby, to ramble on about things that I like, not even intending it to actually really have an audience, but just to do so because it seems fun to me and I enjoy it. I'm reading from the notes now, by the way. Yes, and it's to challenge myself to learn things and to try and get better at things and uphold my journey by not just saying, not trying to instill good habits and then like doing it for a little bit, but sticking to it, sticking to good habits. And I view this as a good habit, as a good way to decompress and unwind and to be creative and mindful and do all that good stuff. And so I hope that I can have some accountability in having a channel, especially if that's when like God damn. I had to cut it again because someone just decided to have a shower. How dare they? Seriously. The nerve of some people, I tell you. No. That's fun because I've had to stop and start this video so many times now. But I originally intended to try and I'm intentionally trying to make this very low quality, sort of budget like, because it's all a part of the essence of this stuff, and it comes down to the influences as well, which again I'll talk about in another video. But obviously I'm going to need to now edit this around a bit and cut things in and out and stitch videos together, but that's easy work for a pro like me. No, I'm joking. Yep, anyway, so where was I? Yes, so, it's cool to have this as a hobby, to be able to ramble on about stuff that I like without focusing too much on the audience, or, no, I already talked about that stuff. Okay, that's old news. But this is to challenge myself to uphold a schedule and to uphold a commitment. That's where I'm not even playing. After I just I'm making a big deal out of nothing. I just had to stop the video again because more noise was being made, but I just stopped it because to say that, and then it happened again, and it's just like, oh my god, can I finish my point? Anyway, sorry, this is going to be very discombobulated as a video. It's going to be all over the place, but hopefully with the magic of editing, it's not as jarring when it's being watched as it is IRL. But let's keep it moving. So, yes, to have a full sense of accountability, to uphold these things I'm trying to do, and that's where the idea, the concept of an audience and viewers could come in, because then it's like, if I can't uphold this calming, mindful practice of making these videos for myself, then at least if like there's viewers or something like that, they were like, we really like these videos, please keep making them, then that could be cool. But I don't want to say that because it's like a cop out, because I'd like to be able to do this for myself. So yeah, but it's alright. It's all part of it. Yes, to try and improve on things like handwriting and not being lazy. So like taking the effort to like cut something out and put more effort into making things look a bit more visually detailed, I guess, and to go that extra distance. But I say that after I just said that I'm intentionally making this like lower quality, because like I'm not about trying to make it super professional looking, like with I don't know, like a lot of things you see in a lot more popular ASMR channels, but I know, I just thought with my influences to make this channel, the main influence that I had, it is a bit more stripped back, and I know there's a really nice quality to it, and so I thought I would try and emulate it a little bit. And yes, as well, this is something different. Making these videos, it is out of my comfort zone. I guess as much as I love ASMR and I love YouTube, I've never actually done this. But I've always wanted to, but I never have, and so it's taken me quite a while to work up the courage and the nerve to do this, and so I'm here now, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, this is an experience and an exercise in trying something different and putting myself out there, boosting the confidence, and sort of just seeing where it goes. So that's gonna get its own write down, because that's pretty important. And I might even change it up and do it this way. who's half competent at cutting things, like cutting paper with scissors, is just laughing at me right now. But that's alright. Gonna make that look a bit more even. There we go. In the rubbish pile. Confidence. It's all about confidence. It is though, it really is. And finally, the final point I will say is this is to actively search for more beauty and interest in my everyday life and the world around me, to view everything as a learning opportunity that can be translated then into a video. And I try to strive for this every day, just as a practice of mindfulness, to find the beauty in the world around me. But I feel like if I'm seeking a purpose as to do that, then it might help me to try and look that little bit deeper, just that little bit deeper. I might stop that little bit extra longer to smell those roses, you know what I'm saying? So I want to write something for that. So could I say perspective, or would that be, or would it be better suited to say to look a little closer? I think that sounds a little cute, and this is the final one, so I guess I can make this one. Maybe I'll be a bit more creative in how I make this one look. I could do a magnifying glass as in like look, but maybe that could be closer. Do look a little closer. Or maybe I'll just I wrote little, get it? Maybe I could put that in a magnifying glass. I should have done it lower so I could fit a glass around it, but we'll see how this goes. Maybe I can just have like a oval shaped magnifying glass. That could work, right? I kind of want to make it look like a rim, so I kind of want to go around it again, but I don't trust myself to not cut the tip of the E there if I go on the inside, but then I don't trust myself to not go over the edge of the page if I go on the outside. What will I do? Oh my god, this is too much. No, she'll be right. I'll just go nice and slow, there's no rush here. I'm cooking this. Yep. To look a little closer. That just looks like a lollipop, or like the flower in Mario where he gets it and then he can throw the fire, like the lava flower. what does a hand look like? See, I'm no good at drawing either, but I guess this is me tackling my fears head on. So. That looks better. To look a little closer. This one's going to be a funky cutout too. Oh, look at me. I'm trying to curve it. No way. No way, I just did that. Oh, I just realised what this will. Nah, I should be right. I'm not gonna curve the end of this because it may look a little bit crude. So I didn't even intend for that. Gee. This me right now. That's supposed to be like the skull emoji when like you'd be like, bro. Anyway, get that zoomer crap out of here. I am a zoomer, a Gen Zer. Just I'm not trying to hate. Okay, so let's put it all together now. I don't have any space, so I'm just gonna put my hand there and pretend like it's gone off screen. But so my name's Jeff. No, my name's Zach. My name is Zach, and I'm not sure what this channel is going to be called yet, and I'm not sure if I was going to say other information about me and who I am and what I do, but oh well, it'll come at a later time. But I'm Zach. I am Australian. I'm young. That sounds weird when I say it like that. Like I know I made the Gen Z comment like you'll get that stuff out of you. Like no, I'm very much a Gen Zer, a Gen Zer. Yeah, so I'm Zach. I have been listening to ASMR for 8 years and wanted to start my own channel, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it to learn new things, to be more creative and to expand my creativity. I'm doing it as a hobby, but also to be more mindful. I'm doing it for the mindfulness. That's a big one in terms of what I'm talking about and physically. And literally under the mindfulness comes the journaling process. This is a video journal, so yeah. And I'm doing it for confidence. And to look a little closer in life and find more to appreciate, more to find as beautiful, and more to talk about and ramble about and enjoy. life is. So go human. What am I saying? This video has been all over the place, but it will be like that. Lots of whispering, lots of rambling, lots of chit-chatting, lots of tangents. But that's what it's all about. So I hope that thank you to anyone who has watched this video. Which, sitting here having not uploaded any videos and I'm just making my first one now, is a crazy thing to say. But we'll see how it goes. But thank you to anyone who has watched this video and made it this far. Future me appreciates this more than present me can say, and I'm very appreciative. Yeah, I hope anyone who has watched this has enjoyed it, and I look forward, and I'm really keen to go down this road a bit more and to see where this channel goes, where it takes me, and yeah, I'm really excited to get into this a bit more and make a few more videos, and yeah, have fun with it. So thank you again to anyone who's watched this. Thank you for coming along for the ride, and I don't have any intros or outros, but I will see everyone in the next video that I make. But until then, I hope you have a good one. Stay safe. See you around.